All aboard!
Okay, the question is, what is a bureaucracy? A bureaucracy is basically a way of organizing work with groups of people. Now, everyone, unless they're working by themselves, they're working in a bureaucracy. You get over more than one person, you're in a bureaucracy. And bureaucracies are inherently needed. There is, again, nothing inherently evil or bad about them. There are effective bureaucracies and there are ineffective bureaucracies. The challenge of any management team, or anyone else for that matter, is to create a bureaucracy which is efficient, effective, meets the needs of organizations, and doesn't destroy its employees. Challenges of many in any kind of organization, that's a bureaucracy. And let's say all organizations are bureaucracies by definition. They may not act like it all the time, but technically they are. One of the real challenges is in how do they grow? Here, just for a couple minutes, I want to talk about how organizations grow, and in this case, how bureaucracies grow. With the way people are rewarded inside of organizations. Now take a moment, look around you, and ask, okay, what am I in? Am I in a circle? Am I in a pyramid? How is the organization really developed? Historically, especially during the industrial age and so forth, you had triangular organizations. We still have some of that. You still hear about people going up the ladder. You still hear about organizations being flattened out when the organization wants to do this. But in a sense, someone's at the top. And then you have the rest of us, the minions and so forth, down here at the bottom. Okay, so that being said, you also have a question of how does an organization truly grow from one person to another? Who's standing up high and who's going to be down at the bottom? All right, remember rewards. What are the rewards? With power, rewards have to do with remuneration for some particular effort, bonuses and so forth come into mind. But they can also be position. That is, how does a person gain position? How do they move up in the organization? So if you're a manager or a supervisor, typically the classic way of doing it is that you want more people below you. You think the pyramid, think of the pyramid schemes. I mean, that's sort of a rough cut way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it, if you think of the traditional organizational chart, you have a person here at the top, sort of an upside down T, and then the bottom of the T, in this case, since it's upside down, has 3 or 4 boxes. Now, below that, or within the box perhaps, you have one or more of these little pyramids. Again, T's within a T's within a T. So let's take this T upside down. You have the top person, and you have 2 people, starting down here, 2 boxes. Now, how do they grow? Because they can't grow, they have to have people there. So you hear people say, well, I need more employees to do this work, and I need more employees to do that work. And they have to justify that. Well, they need more work. That means they got to find work to justify the number of people. Now, this is where the scheme gets a little curious. Manager says, I need more people. Person B over here, manager B, says, well, if he's getting more people, I deserve more people. The top person says, why? Well, we're doing this work, and this person over, well, we're doing this work too. So each demand that they have more people. Okay, once you have more people below you, you can say, well, I have more people, my job is harder. This person says, well, if his job is harder and he's getting 5 more people, I'm getting 5 more people, my job is harder. Therefore, I expect this.